Hi guys, my name is Jen and this is my channel Embracing Chaos. Today I am back with another weekly meal prep. I have two recipes that I got from Kristi over at Planning Us Healthy. The first one is a breakfast pancake bake. Guys, it's fall. I'm so ready for pumpkin spice. So I decided to go with this one. This one does come to a total of 3 points for blue and purple and 4 on green. And then for lunch, I'm going to be making Big Mac muffins. Now, if you guys know Kristi or if you've watched her channel, I'm sure you've seen her make the Big Mac salads, one of my all-time favorite meals. This is kind of a play on that. So I cooked up the meat just about the same way she does in her recipe for the Big Mac salad, but I'm making muffins instead. So these will be 1 muffin a piece. It includes 1 tablespoon of sauce and then 1 tablespoon of cheese. And when I calculated that, it worked out to be 3 points on all 3 plans. So, can't beat that. It is a light lunch. I'm planning on doing 2 muffins for each lunch, which will come to a total of 6 points, which still, for a lunch, you can't beat that. So, anyways, let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on the pumpkin bake. We're going to start out with the Kodiak Power Cake Flapjack and Waffle Mix. This is the buttermilk flavor. Calls for 2 cups, but Kristi over at Planning Us Healthy says that it is better to weigh it out than it is to measure. So half a cup is 53 grams, and we are going for 2 cups, which means we need 212 grams of the pancake mix. I'll go ahead and measure that out. Next, we're going to add 1 egg, 1½ cups of unsweetened almond milk, half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 tablespoons of the golden lakanto. This is kind of like lakanto's brown sugar substitute. Really good. And lastly, we're going to add 1 cup of the pumpkin puree. Okay, we'll give this a really good stir until everything is blended really well. All right, we'll set this to the side. We've got a 9x13 baking dish. Got my nonstick cooking spray. We're gonna spray this really good, making sure we get it on all the sides. We're gonna go ahead and pour our pumpkin mix into the 9x13 baking dish. Spread it out really good. I haven't tried this one before, but I am so in the mood for fall food. Give this a shake to kind of smooth it down a little bit. And then it said you can sprinkle more of the brown sugar substitute and the pumpkin pie spice on top if you'd like to, which I would like to. Surprise! Jen likes the sweet. Okay, now we're gonna get this into a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. I'll see you back here when it's done. All right, so pumpkin bake is cooked and cooled. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cut up now. This is supposed to be 12 servings, but I already know I'm gonna be eating 2 servings a day, so I'm just gonna cut it into 6 slices. It's not even really a slice, it's like a massive square. They're huge. And it smells so good. Then I've got 4 dishes here. I'm going to add 1 square to each container. Oh my gosh. Guys, I think I'm going to heat this up and put a piece of ice cream or a scoop of my Halo Top ice cream on it. I don't know how many points that's going to be, but it feels like it's necessary. It smells so good. And then for the sugar-free syrup, 2 tablespoons, so 28 grams. This is the sugar-free syrup I'm going to use. I only have a little bit left, so hopefully I'll use up the rest of it. And I'm just putting it in these little containers that I got at Walmart. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It just about fills it all the way up. I have it tilted, so that's too hard to see. It's a lot though, definitely enough. And there we have it. So now I'll just put my lids on these, put them in the fridge. When I'm ready to start eating them tomorrow, I'll take out the syrup, heat this up in the microwave, pour the syrup on top, and here is my delicious 3-point breakfast. All right, while the pancake bake is cooking in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the Big Mac muffins. I'm gonna start out with cutting up 1 purple onion. Then we'll add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. We'll add some salt and pepper to taste. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. And then lastly, we're going to add 1 pound of ground turkey, and excuse the mess on the plate, a ½ pound of the 96% fat-free ground beef. This turkey is 98% fat-free. Alrighty, then we'll go ahead and mix this all up really good. Alright, so this is mixed pretty well. I'm almost wondering if I need to add a little bit of breadcrumbs in here just as a binder. Here, give me just a second to wash my hand. Alright, we're going to start with a 1/4 cup of the dry plain breadcrumb. Alright, that feels much better. Alright, let me get our muffin pan out now. Alright, here we go. We're going to go ahead and coat this really good with our non-stick cooking spray, making sure to get the sides really well. Then we're going to go ahead and add our meat mixture to each cup. Now I'm going to go ahead and flatten the tops of all of these, and then I'm going to go ahead and push the sides down just a little bit to kind of form that muffin shape, and then also to kind of give the grease a place to go just in case there's any grease. So we've got these ready to go. We're going to put these in a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until they're cooked all the way through. Alrighty, and in this bowl, we're gonna make the sauce that we're gonna put on top of our Big Mac muffins. We're gonna start with ½ a cup of the light Miracle Whip. I stuck this in the cooler for one of our camping trips, and the wrapper came off of it, but this is the light Miracle Whip, I promise. Next, we'll do a 1/4 cup of the light Hellman's. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of the fat-free French dressing. I did get the creamy. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the lakanto white sugar substitute, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, a little bit of salt and pepper, and lastly 2 tablespoons of the minced onion. Then we'll give this a good stir and set this in the refrigerator so we can get it dished up once our muffins are done cooking. That's what that's gonna look like. Okay, so while we are letting the muffins cool off, I'm going to go ahead and dish up the sauce. I did calculate for about 2 tablespoons for each muffin. So we'll go ahead and get those dished into the same cups that we used for the syrup. Alrighty, and now I'm going to get the cheese ready to go. I did account for 1 tablespoon for each muffin, so I will be putting 2 tablespoons of cheese into each one of these cups and putting 1 tablespoon on top of each muffin. I'm going to add 1 dill pickle to each container. And I think I'm going to cut the pickles into slices, that way I can get bites of pickle with the actual muffin. Alright, now we'll just wait for the muffins. Here are our Big Mac muffins. These did not end up greasy at all. They are a little tiny, but that's all good. Well, here's what we have. I'm going to put 2 in each container, if I can get them out of the container. Alrighty, there we have it. I'm going to get the lids on these and get them in the fridge here really quick. Alright, let me go get these in the fridge. That's what I got. I am set for the week. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I did check on those breadcrumbs, and by just adding 1/4 of a cup, it didn't change the point value. So each muffin with the sauce and the cheese still comes to 3 points. Can't beat that. You really, really can't. I cannot wait to eat my meals this week. Like I said, I am ready for pumpkin everything. Typically I'm not. I've always kind of been the anti-pumpkin drama, but this year I can't get enough. I already have my house decorated for fall, and it is September 13th. So what do you know? I guess I've changed. But anyways, thanks again for joining me. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you consider hitting that subscribe button down in the corner and joining my YouTube family. And if at any point you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Feel free to email me. You can reach me on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, guys, keep smiling. Bye.